Morning, everyone. Morning. Today I thought I would talk about symbols. What symbols are and how they... And first I was really going to go with the sunflower, one of the symbols we actually use for spiritualism. When I was a kid going through all the spiritualist camps, most of the camps I thought that a sunflower had thrown up all over the place. So there were sunflowers everywhere. Sunflower curtains, sunflower seats, sunflowers everywhere. Everything sunflower. So I didn't know what to do. It was just plain just sunflowers. And as the sunflower turns its face to the light of the sun, no spiritualism, as so spiritualism turns the face of humanity to the light of truth. This is the motto of Spiritualist. we believe that we are always turning ourselves towards the light. Towards the light. That's where we're always focusing and following the light. Following the light on this earth plane. That's what we're trying to do. There's a prayer that I got out of a book. I'm going to read it real quick. But a prayer I got out of a book from 1860, one of my old spiritualist books. And the prayer goes, I say that life is neither a curse nor punishment, but a sunflower filled with the beauty of spirit. The stem of the sunflower is your life upon this earth. Leaves that fall to the ground are painful lessons you bring unto yourself that you might learn. The petals of those joys that enter your life with the tenderness of an unseen love. Curse not the sorrow of the leaves that fall, for the further they fall away from you, the greener the leaves will be that replace them. The sunflower is your soul, waiting to bloom with the truth of God among its petals, slowly with your flower unfolded, that you might not become lost within the beauty of its sight. And when the sunflower is at the height of its beauty, shall you not see the pureness of God smiling from the very center of your being. So now it's a prayer I got out of a book, one of my old spiritualist books. But it kind of tells you that we are watching and looking for the highest and best within our lives. Highest and best. It's when we focus on negativity or focus on situations in our lives, is when we bring that into our lives. But if we be like the sunflower, this symbol of the sunflower, we're always facing towards the light. No matter what is happening in our lives as spiritualists, we face towards the light. And that brings us that balance within our own being, with us. Because we can try in our lives to affect everybody around us. But I've come to know in this lifetime that you can only affect you. And the energy that you propel out from you affects the people that you come in contact with. You can't change them. You can't fix them. You can't do anything but be you. And the symbol of the sunflower signifies that we all have that light, but we have to choose to follow the light in our vibration. And symbols always mean, I could tell you that's what the symbol was for that vibration, but symbols mean what they mean to you. And when I teach mediumship or teach this, the symbols mean what they mean to you. Sunflower might mean a certain thing to me, but to you it means something different. It means totally something different than what it means to me. But it is part of you. If you're a spiritualist, you've probably seen sunflowers. Somewhere in the church or somewhere you've seen sunflowers. But sunflowers are this whole vibration, this whole connection to who we are. The balance, the following. And the sunflower is the only plant that can be planted in any soul, anywhere in the world, and grow. It's the only one. And I think they picked that because our religion can be planted anywhere, and it can grow. Because we have that belief that we are continuing after death. We have that continuous vibration after death. Now just remember, look around, look at yourself. When you die and you go to the spirit, you're going to be the same person you are now. So if there's something you need to change, try to change it before you go. Try to change it because you're still the same person you are today. And that's why we can only affect this vessel that we're in today. symbols, whether it's a rock, whether it's stones, whatever the symbol is that you see in front of you, you have to realize what it means to you, and that meaning, that vibrational meaning, will always be that. It won't change. Spirit doesn't play games and go, oh my God, we're going to change that for you. They will show you the same thing every time that symbol appears. You'll know exactly what it is. Because mediumship is more of just this kind of watching what Spirit is doing. Sometimes we get this, we get that, we get all kinds of things going on around us. So we have to focus, because if we pay attention to everything, then we scatter our vibration. We scatter it. We have to pay attention to what's going on around us, but we have to be focused. Grandpa's over here, Grandma over here, and the kids are over here, and this is over here, then you get a wagon, then you get a bike, then you got this, and you got... And you're trying to look at everything, and you just scatter your energy. As a medium, you should try to figure out how to focus. Focus. Oh, I can't meditate, I can't get quiet, I can't learn how to focus. The best trick I learned in my life to focus was to put something in front of me. Candle, flower, didn't matter what it was. But I would stare at it. And then once something came in, something got my attention somewhere else, I would acknowledge and bring it back to the object I was looking at, until I eventually never wavered from that object. And sure, it doesn't happen quickly. Spiritualism isn't this religion that happens all of a sudden like, boom, you're there. It's there. It's this working at it, constantly working at it. Because when you work at it, when you continually work at it, you build that energy within you. You're building the sunflower within you, that light within you. You're building it. It doesn't happen overnight. It just takes time. And as you get older, you've got to realize that once you're older, you've locked the door. You've got to bring out the oil, and you've got to bring out all the stuff, try to unlock that door. Young people, they see it right away. But as we get older, it's this whole question of doing that. And I tell people, it's the easiest thing to do is go out during garage sales, get the 3D books, the Magic Eye books. You know, you walk by, you look at them, and a picture pops up. Those work very well for your mediumship. Because it's when the picture arrives, it pulls both your hemispheres together. It pulls you together. And there's a feeling you get when both those pictures, boom. There's a feeling you get. And every time you're right, or the Spirit is trying to talk to you, you'll get that feeling. And your feeling will be different than mine. But look, as you get older, go look at a Magic Eye book. You'll sit there and you'll pull the book here, and it'll be a journey to try to see that. But yeah, a kid will go, oh, there's a bear in there. See? And you're little. So it takes time to train. So you have to be as a child. You have to be as a child. So you have to kind of let a lot of stuff go and be more open to Spirit. And that's how you work on your mediumship. Whether you go home, you have people that will work with you, or you're by yourself and you're trying to work at it. But first of all, it should be the focus on what you're looking at, so you don't get scattered. It's like me setting up a seance room and putting a trumpet over there. We've got a table, we've got trumpets, we've got a telephone over here in case Spirit wants to talk. We've got some bells over there. We've got a tambourine over there. We've scattered all of the energy within the space. So if you just put one object in the space, one, that way the focus of the whole group would be on one object. When I do readings in large crowds, I get all the energy I need. All I have to do is go, I'm coming over in this area. I'm going to give somebody here a reading. Now I've got all your energy going. Oh my God, he's coming to us. He's coming over here. Whew, I'm sending energy. He's coming over here. So now I've got all of you sending me energy. I'm only going to one of you. But all of you sent me energy. Yeah. So now I have got you all paying attention here. The rest of the people over here mad at you because they are, I'm not over here. So the question is I'm getting all this energy from you. That's why mediums go, can I come over in this area? Because the mediums know where they're going. We know where we're going. We're just getting all of you involved. I know where I'm going. The question here is you have to focus that intent. And how you focus it is up to you. How you read the symbols of your vibration. If you get a car and a rabbit and a bicycle and a chandelier, what are you going to tell the person from that? That might be the only symbols you get, but those are symbols have some kind of meaning to you. So try to do that. I teach in my class, I've taught this before here, CERT, communication, evidence, reason, tell a story. You communicate with spirit. You give some kind of evidence. There's a reason why spirit is here. And you tell a story. You have to be a good storyteller to be a medium. You've got to take people on a journey. You can't just say, I've got a squirrel here, dear. The old bicycle in the corner. Oh my God, there's a chandelier hanging over there. God bless you, dear. You're going to look at me and go, what is going on with him? What school did he graduate from? The question is we have to realize that as we give readings and we put energy into it, we get better. It's also psychometry. We get better at learning our symbols, learning our psychic alphabet. Even if you're never going to do readings, I'm not doing readings. Learning your psychic alphabet will help you on your daily walk. When things appear in front of you and you go, I know what that means. I should stop. I should stop right now. Guides will try to put warning tape out ahead of you. They won't stop you completely, but they will try to put a little caution tape out ahead of you to try to slow your forward motion. So when you're working with spirit, you're working with your guides. You're working with your higher self. We're all trying to get to that pure connection with your higher self. That's what we're trying to get to. We're all working towards that to get to that higher self. That's always connected to the spirit world. Sure, we talk to guides and relatives and people, but we're trying to get there. So we have that pure connection with spirit. That's what we're all working towards. So that's why we work at this, to try to raise our vibration. Spirit sits way up here. We sit here. Spirit does not go, ooh, we're going to come down. No, they're not. You have to get to them. You have to move up. You have to move. You have to make an effort to speak to them. If you meditate today, and then 6 weeks go by and you go, man, I should probably meditate again. Well, you're probably not going to get a lot of people wandering around your vibration because now all of a sudden you decide to meditate. They're looking for repetition. They're looking for you to do it. But it's like I tell people, get a piece of paper, write down some things that you like: rock, water, clouds. Write 3 things down on a piece of paper. Then put them away. Put them somewhere. Then reach into the basket, pull one of them out. You've got 3 words on there. If you were going to say something about those 3 words, what would you say? At least you'll be able to set your psychic vocabulary, but also you'll be able to train yourself. What would you say about those? And that's a good training that I had when I was a kid. My mother would say, pick out 3 things and give me a reading. And I would look around my room and pick out 3 things, and from the 3 things that my eyes would light up, I would give her a reading. And she would train me how to read. So when we're working ourselves, when you're working, you're reading yourself. When you're doing this, what do you feel with the whole situation? That's what you're trying to prove. That's what you're trying to show. Because I want people to stay in the work. I want people to be spiritualists and stay within the work. Because if you get disillusioned, you'll leave it. You won't do it anymore. Like, I'm done with that. I'm done. Then you leave it. I've been some kind of cause to that. See, I want to train you right, teach you how to do it. Teach you how to do it. Not because I think but there are right ways to communicate with spirit. A few crazy ways, but we're not going to go there. But there are all right ways to communicate with spirit. Same thing with right ways to heal, to work with spirit. When you heal, you're bringing all the modalities that have been planted in your vibration. You can't leave. I don't care if you're a chronic healer and you've got chronic things. Then you become a spiritualist healer. Chronic healer still there. Hasn't left. Didn't vacate the building. So let's say you got chronic. You got Reiki. You got some other kind of spiritual healing. You got all this modality. But now someone tells you you can't do any of that. You only can do this. Well, you got to. No. It's going to become part of you. It has to. Because it's part of your vibration. The same thing with religion. Through your life, you've probably had quite a few religions. Or you were raised in some religion, and now you vacated that building. But the teachings and vibrations still radiate around you. They don't leave you. That vibration, that knowledge, that vibration you had when you were a kid and going to the First Baptist Church. Yeah, you're still here. It's still the vibration. You don't get rid of that at the learning situation that you went through. But remember that if somebody says, oh my God, you better walk this way, this is the only way to be, then you should say, excuse me, I should go over here. Because that is not the only way. That is not the only place that you should be. Take everything you ever learned and make it all together. Put it in a cute little journal book for yourself. That is you. That is your vibration. You're different than me. You're different than somebody else. This is your vibration. This is how I got raised. This is how I learned through my life. This is where I am at this point. This is my book. This is my vibration. This is my book. Write your own book. Don't let somebody write it for you. Don't let somebody write the book for you. Write it yourself. Because eventually, you'll have to use something in this book. You're going to have to say, I know about that. I've been there. Most of us have lit the street lights on most of every single street that somebody can go down. We know what's happening down there. We roll our eyes sometimes and go ahead. Boy, there's caution tape, there's police sirens, there's gunshots. You just go ahead. Go on. And people will venture down there. Then they'll come back and go, oh my God, that was terrible. We knew that. Spirit knew that. Everybody knew that. But you, because you did not listen to yourself. And that's what the symbols come up with, is because as long as you listen to your vibration, especially when the symbols appear, you go, ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Then you'll know that you shouldn't go there. Spirit will put up a symbol and say, please don't go. We can't stop you, but we'd like you to just slow down a little bit. Take another look here before you go. Before you go. When I was in the service, we got shot down. It was like, so at one point I said I shouldn't get on that plane. I shouldn't, but I had to. So it went down. But the question is we all survived. I'm still here. But the question is we have to realize that things happen in our lives that teach us stuff. Teach us how to react. And spiritualism has always been a really good religion to have you have control of you. I can't be the only preacher up here telling you what I believe and you should believe what I believe. I'm trying to teach you one little aspect, but you take all the rest of the aspects and you tuck it in your book somewhere. Tuck it as a bookmark somewhere in your book. Oh, that's a little information I should use, and that's what you have to do. Try to tuck whatever you can in your personal journal. to look at it. Every once in a while, ask your guides. And I tell people, I have a little son who's one of my guides. He'll look at you and go, all you have to do is say, is there something I've missed, something I should be doing, something I should be putting in motion? Could you please show me? Covers all bases. Your guides will listen to you. They'll propel in your life repetitiously what you need. But it's the things we get lost is we don't know what our symbols are. We get lost in the vibration. The Spirit telling you not to go somewhere. And you go, you get out of your house and there's a red car, but that in this lifetime, you got run over by a red car. But there's one riding past you in front of your house. The Spirit's trying to tell you not to go. You don't get in the car. You don't go. You listen to your vibration because Spirit will stop you. I have so many people say, oh my God, Spirit messed me up. I should have been early. They stopped me at the house. I lost my keys. I couldn't get out of the house. But 5 minutes later, there's a big accident. They could have been involved. But they're complaining to the Spirit, oh, you should let it go. No, Spirit's trying to save you. Think of your guides as a whole course of people that have been hired at minimum wage to try to save you. That's where they are. Minimum wage trying to save you. They're just trying to do their job. And they're trying to save you. And if we listen to the group of them as they're trying to save us, we'll keep ourselves out of trouble. Keep ourselves out of situations in our lives. So we have to just listen. And don't put so much junk in your life. Don't radiate so much junk. People gather stuff. Like spiritual hoarders. That should be a new show on Discovery. Spiritual hoarders. They got so much stuff and they're doing so much. And they don't really understand that. Focus on one thing at a time. Figure that out and then move on to something else. You can never get to where you need to be if you've got 50 things laying out in front of you that you're trying to focus on. You want to be a Reiki master, then be a Reiki master. Get that done. Spiritualist healer, be a spiritualist healer. Get that done. Do what you feel like. You want to be a medium? Do that. I have people that want to be a medium. Oh my God, Lou, I want to be a medium. But I want trance. I don't just be a medium. I want trance. But I told him, I said, do you know who your guides are? No. Do you know who's talking to you? No. Have you ever spoke in trance? No. How do you want trance yet? You got to get your mediumship first. You got to get in contact with your guides first. You got to get in contact with them first. You got to understand who's around you. Remember, Spirit has a sense of humor. You want to have fun? They'll show you crazy. You want that? They will. They wander through. As long as you know who your guides are, who's protecting you, who's around you. You don't have to know them by name, but we're mostly all empathic. Most of us have good common sense, I think. So we can listen to guides. You know, you're not good. I don't want you. You'll get a feeling whether you're really good with it or not. If you're really good with the vibration, go with that. Trust yourself. Don't have somebody tell you that, oh my God, that's not the way. Well, maybe it's the way for you. Maybe that path that you're heading off on is your path, your vibration, your connection. Not mine. I was raised differently. I was raised in spiritualism, Southern Baptist, Catholic, Native American. Boy, I got all kinds of crazy stuff going on in my life when I was young. But I took all of it and said, ooh, I don't like that. No, I like that though. Let's get a little piece of that in my book. I took what I wanted from these situations and made me who I am. And that's what I said today, that you guys should make you who you are. Who you are. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing at all wrong with you. You might be traveling through a bad part of town right now. Just keep the windows up and the doors locked. Drive a little bit quicker. Don't stop. Don't pull up in a driveway and ask for directions. Just keep driving. You'll eventually get out of it. Just keep the windows up and the doors locked. That includes with relatives. Don't get entangled with crazy stuff, because sometimes you're born in a family, not of them. There's plenty of people that would love to be part of your life, that do not put any stipulations in your life of how you should react to be good to them. They should just want to be in your life to be good for you, not just strictly you good for them. So remember that when you're looking at somebody says, oh, can I have this? Can you give me this? Can I get this? Can I have that? Can I get this? Can I? Really? Remember, Spirit is always going, what do you need? What can we bring you? What can we get you? What can we propel in your life to make your life so much better? That is what Spirit is doing. So that's why we have to quiet that voice and go, no. Listen to yourself. Listen to you. Keep your spiritual journal within you. If something doesn't fit your spiritual journal, don't think you have to do it. Let it go. Somebody else will pick it up. Only take what you need for you. And you will have an extremely